Hi everybody, welcome back to Planet Arizona Comics where the temperature's hot. Oh, and when I say the temperature's hot, I mean the temperature's hot. This is the forecast highs for the Phoenix area this upcoming week. 113 tomorrow, Monday. 115 Tuesday. 113, 115, 115. That's a lot of freaking 115s. But that's where we live, and that's what we deal with because, as I've said before, no matter how hot it gets, I've never had to shovel heat. So, despite this, I guarantee you the comics here are still hotter. I don't know what I guarantee it with, but I guarantee it. All right, what I've got for you are 2 weeks worth of new books. I've got a scorching hot mail call, and I've got the return of hot books. Hot books are not IO4 books that I usually give you. IO4 books are books I think you should keep an eye out for that are usually cheaper in price and have a chance to spike or become something over time. Hot books are just books that are selling for an increased value than I was aware of and thought I would pass along that information to you. So let's get into my mail call this week. This is the J. Scott Campbell exclusive, the Black Cat #1 for 2019. This is an homage to an 1896 poster promoting the French burlesque Les Jeux Noirs, which operated from like 1882 to 1897. I thought this was gorgeous. I've had my eye on this for a while. I sold a book on eBay. Didn't get as much as I wanted for it, but it was still the most amount I've ever gotten off an eBay sale. And I turned some of that into this. I'm specking pretty hard on Black Cat right now. She's a really cool character. She's eventually going to be coming to the Spider-Man series. And when she does, I think this cover is going to be a very sought-after cover. It's obviously gorgeous. There aren't that many. This is limited to 1,500. And I've noticed most of them, well, first off, the market for this is kind of drying up right now. There are only 6 listed on eBay when I purchased it. And of the 6, I believe 4 had the J. Scott Campbell signature up there. I think most people who buy from the J. Scott site opt to have that signature, and that would look really good here. But such a beautiful clean print, I just wanted as it was, and this is one of only 2 that was listed without the signature. Really happy to get it, and I think this is going to be an all-time cover for the character. And like I said, when she eventually comes to the Spider-Man movies, I think this is going to be really sought after. Move it a little closer, you can see it. I love it. I think this is my favorite mail call of the year so far. All right, let's get into hot books, keeping with the scorching hot theme. Like I said, these are not books I think you should keep an eye out for. These are just some books I noticed were spiking higher than I thought they would and would pass along the information to you. This first one's kind of simple, kind of an easy base hit. Stray Dogs is absolutely one of the 3 best, most, it has a lot of eyes on it right now. A lot of people are reacting very positively to this series. They have a lot of cool variants, movie poster homages to some classic horror titles. And there are a couple that are really spiking hard. There's a Poltergeist one, and there's also a Blair Witch one, both of which are very limited, like under 1,000 each. So, this book right now is the movie poster homage to #1. It's going from 20 on the low end to 30 on the high end. I think this book has a lot of room to grow. It's a really cool homage. If you grew up in the 90s, you know this poster very well. So definitely something that is hot right now. And not recommending you go out and buy it, but like I said, I think this has a lot of room to grow, and this might be double, maybe even more by the end of the year. Who knows? Next book up, Punisher 218. This is the Netflix variant. Now, when did this book become $60? I looked at this a year ago and it was going for like 10 bucks. I don't have any spec info on this other than this is just the only John Bernthal photo cover that I know. I know John Bernthal has embraced the character. I know the Punisher community has embraced him as the Punisher, and I think that's what's driving these sales. The last few books I've noticed and on auction is gone for 60 bucks. So, hot book, definitely. Something you might not have had your eyes on. This is Spawn 306. This is the first full appearance of a character named Raptor. Don't know much about him. I flipped through it before this. He's a fighter in the future. Spawn was kind of sucked into this war in the future, and I guess people are speculating that he might be coming into this Spawn universe because this is now a $50 book. You know, turn around and books hitting 50 bucks. Definitely hot. And last, keeping with the Spawn theme, God Country number 5. This is the Spawn month featurette cover, I guess, with Donny Cates's God Country screenplay now moving along at Legendary Pictures. I believe they just announced a director that's going to be attached to it. One is seeing big gains. This book, which was not cover price, but not very hot, very far above it for a long time, is now selling in the range of 30 to 35 bucks. So if you can't get your hands on God Country 1, you might want to take a look for this. Not a whole lot out there. I looked on Comic-Con before I did the video. There were only 18,000 of this issue printed, and there were 3 different covers. So if you split it 3 ways, that's around 6,000. If there's even more, it's probably under 10,000. So definitely hot. Speaking of hot, though, let's get into the new books. We're gonna start with books from 2 weeks ago or 2 Wednesdays ago, and yeah, doesn't get much hotter right now than James Tynion. This is issue 1 to his new series, the DC Black Label, Nice House on the Lake. I have to stop myself from saying The Last House on the Lake. I kind of get this kind of 70s horror film vibe to this title, so I keep saying Last House on the Left, but no, it's The Nice House on the Lake. Batman 109, usually go to fall, let's put you that way. Batman Catwoman number 5. Some people, I said this 2 weeks ago, some people aren't really digging this series. I'm liking this a lot. So Batman, the Adventures continues onto a season 2. They've renumbered it number 1. Deadman appears here, and who is this? Is this Talon? I think it's Talon. Really, one of the original series, Batman, The Adventures Continues from last year, was one of my favorite reads, and they're just continuing the great streak. This was a really good read. Justice League 62, like I mentioned last video, Brian Michael Bendis is bringing Naomi into this, so I'm going to be pulling it. The Swamp Thing number 4. I got Crush and Lobo number 1, the DC Pride cover. Immortal Hulk number 47. I mean, you can't get much better than the Hulk versus the Avengers. Series is ending, let's see, 48, 49, 50, so 3 more issues to go after this. Amazing Spider-Man 67. Surprisingly, this was good. I like this. A lot of people are down on Nick Spencer, but I like this one. I got Infinite Destinies number 1. This was the start of this whole annual not a crossover, but this storyline that's running through all the annuals this summer. First appearance is from a guy named Quantum. Don't know if it's anything going on with maybe Ant-Man Quantumania. I don't know for sure. I don't think it is, but you never know. Marauders 21. The really cool Russell Dauterman, the Hellfire Gala connecting cover. Got Hellions number 12. again, part of the Connect and Cover series. X-Force number 20, Connect and Cover series, and that was all for that week. Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters number 1, really good issue. Liked it. Didn't realize though, don't know if you can see on here. Oh, I got a bent corner and didn't see that when I picked it up. Should wear my glasses when I start picking up these issues now. And finally, for for 2 Wednesdays ago, Noctera number 4, the cool Jenny Frison cover. Books from this past week. Started last week with a James Tynion book. Gonna keep that going with Joker number 4. Again, another series. I don't know if too many people are into it. I didn't purchase number 1 because, God, just Batman, Joker, everything Batman related. But Tynion's running it, and I didn't pick up number 1 like I said. I should have, because I've been liking these last 3 issues. Vengeance is kind of a cool character too, so let's see what they do with her. I mean, there've been so many new characters recently. Who knows what they're going to do with any of them? Who knows if any of them are going to have legs after this coming year? You never know. Wonder Woman 773, the DC Pride Month variant. Amazing Spider-Man 68. I guess they're going weekly with this again. But again, this was surprisingly, I shouldn't say surprising. This was better than it has been. So, X-Men 21. This is the last issue of the Hickman run. They're going to be rebooting it with a number 1. And can't not buy more than 1 issue of a series, I guess. This is the Russell Dauterman Hellfire Gala connecting cover. I'm going to try to get all of them. And the other one they had this week was Excalibur 21. Ooh, then I think it's just all indies from here. This is Eve number 2. Went a little different direction than I thought it was going to. Introducing some kind of zombie creatures. Kind of a twist on where the father is. I don't want to give away too much in spoilers, but damn good series. Cherry Blackbird number 1. Wow. Just the first page. Just the first page. That's all. If you read it, you know what I mean. Basilisk number 1. I thought this was out like 2 weeks ago, but I don't know if my shop was shorted or not, but there was a whole bunch of them at my shop this week, so I picked it up. Cullen Bunn's a good writer. Always happy to get his work. These 5 characters all seem to have powers deriving from like the senses, like taste, feel, touch, stuff like that. Cool issue. Bunny Mask number 1 from Aftershock. Did not care for it. That's just all I'm going to say. I know some people liked it. I know a lot of people liked it. I did not care for it. Oh, we're back to 1985. I'm starting to pull G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, because we're at 282. They're coming up to 300, so I did that with Spawn, and kind of paying off. That's going for $50, like I said. So who knows what they're going to do with that. And finally, Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal number 2. Not the biggest Garth Ennis fan. Kind of like the dynamic between her and her sister. I might do one more just to see where it's going. Don't know. Anyway, that's what I got for you this week. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're picking up. Let me know what you think I should be picking up. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.